Hello Fretwellers and welcome back to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft, and we're here today in a bit of an unusual location. We're not normally down here. This is my branch mine, and the reason we're down here is because I have a lot of utilities down here that you guys don't normally see on camera, but I am using. As you can see, my little furnace wall right here is completely active. So I'm cooking up a bunch of cobblestone. And this cobblestone is designed to be turned into stone and then stone bricks. And what are we making a bunch of stone bricks for? Well, I'm beginning to prepare for the iron golem farm. So this is going to be the first wave of stone bricks cooked up. And I just kind of wanted to show you that. I'm also coming down here to pick up some torches. I have some in a box. And by the way, I have a huge reserve of coal, so I'm not worried about using coal for making stone bricks. That's not to mention the coal and that I have upstairs as well. I have like 3 stacks of coal blocks, so I ain't going to be running out of coal anytime soon. So I wanted to get these torches. You do need quite a few of them in the build, so we're going to go ahead and pick those up now and return to the surface. I have also been moving around some chests in my cabin so that I can better effectively organize my storage and set up some project chests, things along those lines. So I'm going to use this one as a project chest, and we're going to get those in there. I'm going to keep the 59 torches. I'm going to pass the night, just so that we can. And by the way, this I didn't get a showcase last episode, but there you go. That's my new username from Mondo. This right here is what we're going to be working on today. I've got a small project in mind that we can do, working on the farm stacks a little bit, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Just recently harvested the farms here. I mean, trying to just do little odds and ends, really, trying to get things finished up. And that's going to be a little bit of the theme for today's episode, actually, is getting things finished up. So, I don't need anything in here, I don't think, right now. So, these farm stacks, I built them a while ago. Hey, zombie in gold armor. That took me a while to recognize what that was. Thanks for your flash. I was kind of hoping for some armor. Bleh. Thank you. The spider down there. I don't really need your string anymore, buddy. Not since I've got the spider farm now. So I finished these a while ago, and I've actually been using them off camera. They're actually quite useful. But there's a number of problems with them here. For one, there's no door, which I would like to rectify. There are chickens around, and they could lay eggs, which could end up in this hopper, kind of confusing the system on what to do. So we are definitely going to try and fix that if we can. As you can see, we've got some potatoes down here, things like that. And the another problem is, with all 3 farm stacks, there is this issue where sometimes the crops may end up coming on this, so we're going to rectify this a little bit as well. I've noticed that sometimes crops can kind of go over the side. That's quite a common little bug that the system has. And also, I think this one only occurs in the orange farm stack, but it's not exactly the same. I've also noticed some potatoes up here, so maybe we might do something to rectify this as well. I might be able to kind of pull the power around or something. So we've got a little bit to do here today, and kind of fix up these farm stacks and hopefully get the doors on them, as it's a project that I've wanted to do for some time, and this for me just isn't cutting it. It's just annoying. I want to have a nice clean piston door. So let's get these out of here. In fact, I think you can break that with just your fist, can't you? Yeah. And I'm going to get rid of those, because I don't want that. It's just, it looks horrible. It's very inconvenient for getting in and out. So we're going to do a piston-based solution. So let's go drop these supplies off, and where's my redstone chest? I guess iron doors are kind of redstone related, so we'll put those in there. We're going to get our ender chest of supplies here. I guess I'll just take this out of the ender chest. And we'll probably do 1 door together on camera, and then after that I will probably do the rest off camera. You know what, I also need a crafting table. And then after that we may go do something else. There's a number of other little things that might be quite nice to do as well. So let's see here. Crafting table. One thing that almost certainly we could look into doing a little bit of is maybe integrating a road around here, but that might be quite a big project to do for today's episode. We may just spend the time fixing up these, honestly, and have a shorter episode. It's been a little bit of a while since we've had a shorter one, and I know that some people have some difficulties watching the longer ones, so this might be a better episode. I hear a zombie nearby. Are you down here, buddy? Nope. Who knows where he is? I guess it doesn't matter too much. So, this door situation, let's get our crafting table down. The door, I want to be a piston door, but I don't want to... Oh, you're up there. There we go. I don't want to kind of violate what we've already got going on here too much if I can help it. So what I would like to do maybe is where these blocks are, is actually have the piston part of the door. We might have to change some of the glass in here. But where these are is actually have the door, and then this, whoops, not there. This is kind of like the outer edge of the door, if that makes sense. So let's explore that a little bit. I'm probably going to need a little bit of red stained clay for the floors and things like that. So I'll probably get that in a moment here. So let's get our sticky pistons. I actually did spend some time in a creative world getting a really compact door design. I want to use white stained glass on the pistons, so we'll put those in. And how did I do this? I think I had it like that. And then that will make both extend. And I want to keep this, again, as seamless as possible if I can. And we want to do the same thing on the other side. So we've got this situation. Now we want to get some pressure plates down. This is going to be kind of like a test door, I guess you could say. And probably the inside I have less room, so I'm going to make it compact actually on the inside. We're going to flip this around a little bit. So let me pick that up, and I'm not going to need my axe right now, but I am going to need my silk touch pick for the glass. So we're going to reorganize a little bit here. We're going to put that there, and that there, and we're going to pick these back up. Now, if I am correct in assuming if I put pressure plates under here, we're going to be careful now because we don't want to spill any water anywhere. That's fine. I can replace that. So if I take that one out and that, and I head underground here and pick up that clay. Very tight down here to get around, and I put in stone bricks there and stone bricks here. This is all going to be covered up, so don't worry about it being different from the red clay. So if I put those both there and I deliver power, let's get our redstone in each of these. Yes, that works. So that's that part of the build done. Now we want to do pressure plates on the other side of the door. Now this is a bit more flexible than the other one is, simply because I have more room to expand out this way. It's relatively tight in there, so I decided, you know, not to go really bulky on that side. So what I think we need to do now is find a way of getting power out of these pressure plates and getting it to that redstone torch. And our redstone torch is right there. So naturally, it would make sense to put a repeater, which is why I made some. Where is my repeaters? Right there. Okay. Underneath here. So underneath this piston, we really want a repeater on that block, I would say. And then this. And then that. And on top of that, we're actually going to put some redstone dust. And we'll see if this works. So, doors, they're not the most complex thing in the world. Yeah, so if I do that, yeah, that works. Okay, good. So now we've got a system in place that will work both ways, and it's relatively clean looking. It could probably be a bit more compact, but I'm having difficulties really trying to compact that any more than what I already have done. So we want I'm going to move that block. I'm very careful where I place blocks in here because power can get transmitted places I don't want it to be. So I'm being quite careful with that. And it's looking good right now, so that's all positive. So we're going to put that there as well. Yeah, so now this door should be seamless. I walk in, the door's closed, and I can walk out. It's much better than that iron door problem that we had earlier. So now we kind of want to make this a little bit more clean, so to speak, in the way that it's presented to us from the front. So I'm definitely going to pull these out. That's got to go. And I'm also going to pull this side out. We want to hide those pistons if we can. And from the front, we should probably do some alterations. I guess I'll use dirt to climb up. Because this is kind of, it's very flat looking, and I'm not really into that so much. So maybe if we did something a little bit like that, perhaps, that is definitely something we could do. Oop, I didn't mean to go that far. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Now, do I want to add something a little bit quirky? Because this is very plain. It's okay, but it's quite plain. I'm thinking I might want to add like a stripe around the front, maybe of the pillar blocks. Let's just make a couple of pillar blocks in case this doesn't really work as intended. So if I went with something, oh yeah, I'm going to have that really odd end texture, which could be a little bit weird. How about that? Not really. Not what I'm looking for. I mean, I guess I could live with the end texture, I suppose. See, I like that. I do like that. It's just this odd end texture that I'm not a fan of. But I mean, it's not so bad. I could definitely live with that. I'm going to need 3 more. Which is good, because that means I don't have to waste quartz. I don't like need an odd one, so to speak. Something a little bit like that might look a lot nicer. I can't really put redstone lamps anywhere around here. You know what? I would like to take... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna actually sleep before monsters start popping up. I would actually like to add some quartz stairs, possibly, as well, and get those integrated somehow. I'm just being very careful with how I utilize my quartz. I don't have a ton of it on me right now, and I don't really want to go quartz mining again. For a little bit, at least. So, quartz stairs, that's what I wanted. Let me make up a couple of those right here and see what it looks like. Creeper check. Seem to be good. Yeah, that's beginning to come together a little bit more. Now, what if I... Oh, that might not work so well, but I could replace that. Oh, no. No, it works fine. Now, what if we do that? That's my next question. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, get in there. Not quite complete. It kind of messes up the look I was going for with the slabs, but that's definitely rectifiable. We can just break these down a little bit. Let me get that dirt pillar out of the way. That's kind of blocking my view a little bit. No, that kind of takes a little bit too much away. Let's see what it looks like with again. You know what, that's fine. Yeah, that's not too bad, I have to say. I think that it certainly looks a lot better than what was on there before. That's for sure. I'm still not 100% convinced of these. But the roof is definitely looking better. But I don't want to go for that, because that looks kind of silly to me. I don't think it really matches. But I don't want it to just look plain. It might look a little boring. One thing I think I am going to try is that there. And I'm going to make a chiseled block. And we'll see what that looks like if I put that in there. Not there. We're on to something, but not in that place. We probably actually want it here. Not there. there. Yes. Yeah, I like that, yeah. So let's knock these out, put that there, and that there. Now let's make some more slabs. Let's make another one of these chisel blocks. Yeah, that's a definite improvement for me. That is a definite improvement. And we are going to add our slabs around the edge, a little bit like that. And that, I think that kind of finishes the whole build off, I think. And put that there. Let me get my crafting table out of the way as well. Yeah, that looks much better than what we had before. I really like that. So now we need to work on the interior a little bit. And oh, I can get some quartz back. Look at that. How do I want to do this? Because there's not much room in here to work with at all. I could have the redstone exposed, I guess. That wouldn't look too bad. I would want to get rid of all the dirt in that case. Oops. Oh, I went too far. Oh, no. Let me see. I want to get out of this hole right here. I'm going to need some more red stained clay for sure if I want to go with that route. So let me go grab some more of that. I may leave the redstone exposed and I might replace some of the stone bricks with the red clay. So what do we got? Where is my hardened clay chest? As I say, I've just recently moved it, so still finding my feet. As regards that, it looks like I'm going to need some more tulips. Pop is whatever they're called. Ever since they changed them, they're always going to be tulips to me. It's one of those things, I guess. I think everyone has their own little thing that they always call an object in this game that it's not their actual name. Many people's is reeds and sugarcane. I'm not so bad for that one. I do make that one quite a bit, but not too bad. Alright, so we're definitely going to have to move these pressure plates. That's a given right there. So we can definitely do that. Or what do I want to put quartz there? Quartz may suit that better because it's kind of matches the wall a little bit. There's really no room to maneuver around in here. But then again, it was kind of built that way, honestly. Oop. Let's see, what are we at now? Not too bad. It's definitely an improvement. Let's get the pressure plates back down. We've got more stained glass to put back there. This I can't use glass for. That won't work because it does not transmit power, I don't think. I've never tested it. No. So we can't use that, so we're kind of limited to red clay in that case. So red clay it is. Oops. I guess it doesn't matter, I won't trample nether wart. So there's that. Not so bad. Not terrible. That just then leaves these dirt blocks below the pistons, which are easy enough to move. And we also need to probably get rid of these stone bricks in some way. Let's try and adapt this a little bit. Obviously going to put that redstone back in a moment, I haven't forgotten. And we'll head up here. Oh yeah, that's now dead, so I have to keep that in mind. And we'll get this out. Break this. There we go. And we'll put our redstone back and see what we look like now. This I can cover up. Maybe not with that. Probably better off going with the white stained glass. Yeah, something a bit like that. I've got to do something about under that piston as well. So I can kind of see the dirt in there. But that I can replace off camera, I think. This red clay block seems a little odd all out here on its own. So maybe a way of fixing that would be putting that in there. So it's kind of like a banner coming down from the roof. And this torch, it seems a little bit kind of weird all on its own right there. But there's not a whole lot I can do about that, really. Room is tight enough as it is in here, so there's not much I can do about that one. But that door is definitely a significant improvement over what we had before. I am going to do a few more tweaks to this door, and I'm also going to add it on the orange and yellow farm stacks. I'm going to tweak that a little bit in here so that you don't get, you know, the ugly glaring stone bricks and dirt down there. Make that all red clay if I can. I think it won't encroach the surface. I'll have to see. I think that's going to be underneath where those slabs are. So that's probably an advantage. And then at that point, we should be ready to move on and take a look at something else. So I'm going to get on with that, and I will be back in a little while. Okay guys, so I have been working on the doors here to the farms, and I've done all three now, as you can see. There's the red door, here's the orange door, and the yellow door as well. Now I'm also working on fixing some of the bugs that these farm stacks have, but that's just going to be something I'm going to work on off camera. It's very much a case of doing stuff like this. I've already done it for the red farm stack, just kind of like adding higher walls so that the items don't spill out, and things of that nature really. I've been using this one as kind of my test subject. Now you will notice from me climbing on the ladder you won't be able to hear any sounds. There is a reason for that. I have my sounds disabled right now, and that is because it is April's Fool's Day, and Minecraft has had some sound changes which we're going to explore for the remainder of this episode in a creative world here. I just wanted to show you that the doors have been done in each farm stack, and they look a lot better. Between this and the next episode, what I will do is I will make sure that the bugs have been fixed, and we might explore that very briefly at the start of the next episode. So let's jump into the creative world then, and let's explore some of these sounds.